it's Michael Hoxton again. I'm back for another part of this nutrition lecture. Now, next thing I want to talk about is, what if I told you, now you've been hearing, this is fantastic, how in the media we're becoming more conscious of our health, of our food sources, our food, being more conscious of organic farming. Now even biodynamic farming is making its headway into the media with the organic wine, biodynamic wineries that are coming out now. Now, what if I told you you can eat conventionally raised, these animals that are injected with all these prescription medications and haven't even seen the light of day, these factory raised animals? What if you can eat conventionally raised or conventionally grown produce? What if you can eat all these processed foods that are made in a box or in a bag and made with chemicals made by man? What if you could eat McDonald's or Burger King or all these other fast food restaurants? What if you could eat basically all the things that people are now saying are bad for you and have little to no side effects? What if you can eat soy? Eat any of this stuff. There's nothing that's you're not capable of having. My answer to you is, yeah, you can. Not just me, you can eat all that stuff. Now, the big factor here is the mind. Because one could say it's mind over matter, where if you have an understanding of the food and you don't judge the food and you just eat it, and then the mind tells the matter, tells the body, okay, deal with this, process it, metabolize it, and eliminate it, take it out of you. And yes, that's pretty much the way you can eat all that food that's deemed bad for us. Now, I don't want to confuse you. Now, for some people, they've been eating what I call ignorant living when it comes to their health. So they've been eating foods that aren't really the best for them. But it's not really the foods that are making them feel so sick or ill or unhealthy. The food has a part, yes, but the food is really just the middleman. The food is it's just there. What's really contributing to people that aren't that healthy or sick or have injuries or chronic pain or whatnot is their way of thinking. Their stinking thinking. It's the way their mindset, the way their subconscious mind is operating. Now, mind over matter can work for any individual, but there's an understanding that once the mind, or the function and the nature of the mind, has been addressed, and there's an understanding of where their mind is coming from, then yes, mind over matter can work. It can work right now if you want. Okay, so it just means address your issues now, understand the way your beliefs and conditioning in your past conditioning, thoughts, all your memories, all your experiences, how they influence how you act right now. Did you know that 95% of your brain activity is based on your subconscious mind? And your subconscious mind is like the autopilot. It's that part of our brain, the part of our mind actually, that works automatically, reflexively. It reacts based on our past conditioning, experience, and knowledge. Okay? But here's the thing about subconscious mind. It's not aware of you in relationship to other, or you in relationship to what's outside of you, whether it be a person or a thing or situation. Now, there's the other 5% of the mind is called the self-conscious mind. And it's right around here on the prefrontal cortex. It's the left side and the right side. That little 5% of our brain, of our mind activity, let's say, deals with, it has a capacity to be in the moment. It helps us decide or choose what's the best action based on the moment of who we are in relation to other. Okay, that's what the 95% subconscious cannot do. So here's the thing about that 5%. That 5% can also be hooked into thinking about the past and thinking about the future. And when that happens, which happens for the majority of people, is it doesn't know how to be present with what's going on right now. But that's okay, because the subconscious mind and the self-conscious mind, they work together. So the subconscious, it It handles that presence, and it tells you right now. But here's the thing about the subconscious. It's based on all your habits. It's based on all your past conditioning. So think of it as it's working for you, but it's a dirty filter. So there's not as much clarity in the given moment. Okay, this is where people, when they get stuck or they get attached to their beliefs or their past conditionings, they miss what actually happened. So they missed the experience, or their experience was tainted. Okay, so the mind can be mind over matter, but you have to be able to understand the mind, which is what makes it so difficult for some of you who's saying, what is he saying? Is he saying you could eat gluten, you could eat grains, you could eat soy, you could eat McDonald's, and all I have to do is believe it? Kind of, sort of, but there's a little bit more to it. You have to be clear with your own BS, your own bullshit, and your own belief systems. Because that's what distorts your reality. If you could put aside who you think you are and all your thoughts and put them aside, then yes, you could eat whatever you want. Now, I'm not just grabbing this out of my ass or reading this or quoting something I read from some book or whatnot. Some of the stuff is, some of the stuff is facts or knowledge knowledge accumulated by somebody else who I've read, but I've taken that knowledge and I've applied it to see if it's true for me, to see the fact, the actual, the known, and not worry about or be concerned about the unknown, or things that I don't know. I only think of what I know. And I've done it. I've been to McDonald's. I've had tons of grains. I've had tap water. I've had, you name it. Just because I'm able. And also to share with you that is one thing cleaning up your diet and leading towards a healthy life, but it doesn't end there. It's a dynamic, okay? It keeps on going and going. You have one ending to allow for a new beginning. And this is how we evolve. So keep that in mind. When somebody says, oh, you shouldn't be eating gluten, you shouldn't be eating conventionally raised fruit and meats, or you shouldn't be eating non-organic produce, it's a partial truth, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? I want to make that clear before people start making their comments or anything. The thing is, when we become attached to our opinions or our beliefs, whether they're true or not, but when we become attached to them, that still leaves a never-ending cycle of a duality, a separation, a division, okay, between one opinion and another. What we're really starting to evolve into as humanity, or humans, is understanding, okay? Which, by the way, is the end of dualities, all right? And this is why I'm sharing this with you, because you're more than ready as an individual as you are watching this video right now. So, with that said, have a nice day. Thank you again for spending this moment with me. And until the next time, Michael Hoxson, HoxsonHealth.com.